Hi there, everybody. It's Joyce with Joyce Meyer Junk Journals. I'm back after a long absence because I've been just busy doing things in the spring, spending time with family, and getting some stuff done around the house, and actually making more trips than normal to the thrift store because there's a fundraiser at the museum I volunteer at, and I'm trying to gather up some stuff for baskets. Just, having some fun with friends and things like that. And I have projects on the desk as we speak. I have a couple of journals for my cousins who lost their mom, and so therefore I got everything out all over the desk. In fact, I'm not going to let you see it, but I unpiled this section. It was up to here with ribbon and buttons and paper scraps that were all kind of the colors that I was using, because when I do make junk journals, I get so caught up in what I'm doing. I'm throwing things over in piles because I get an idea and I hop up and get that. I don't know if you do the same thing, but I find that when the creative juices are flowing, you got to go right now and get what you need and put it together. Is it my mind, or is it normal to forget when you get an idea? Maybe the idea is gone in a split second. So I have to act, and then I get tired, or I go upstairs, and there's times when I come down the next morning, all the lights are on, as if I was coming back down here. But anyways, so I posted this morning on the Stay Creative Crafting Circle on Facebook, the group I belong to. I posted these flowers that I doodled. I took some magazines that I found the other day, and I watched several videos. I've been watching doodling videos for a couple years now. Once in a while I'll do one or two pieces, but not just to sit down and mass make. So the key is to have the stuff to make it on. And I saw where you can take magazines or junk mail, whatever you have. These are kind of, I've got them torn up because I was harvesting the letters too. I cut things out and use them on and in my junk journals for titles and things. But do you see the possibilities? Okay, there's pretty butterflies there, and this is just more of the brightest ones that I'm going to show you right now. This one is so pretty. There were many decorating magazines like this at the St. Vincent de Paul where I go. So the stack I had was, maybe I had 15 magazines. I'm getting down because I just spent a whole couple days tearing them apart, looking to see. Yeah, so here's some of the little scraps that I pulled out. Aren't those strawberries cool? That's funny. That's from one of the magazines that had to do with gardening. And so that was one of the kind of magazines you could use. But the ones that I preferred for this project of doodling was these type, were the ones that have a whole bunch of colors in a background. And then you lose, if it's a design like this even, you lose the design. So you could use browns in your doodling, and you would lose that design. You would no longer see it like that or like that. It would just be more mixed into the design. And these are the only acrylic markers that I could find. I went to Michael's, I went to Hobby Lobby, checked on Amazon. Look at all the colors. And for example, they're the dual tip type, so there's that end and there's a brush tip. And then I got all my Sharpies out. The extra fine is probably my favorite. And then there's ultra fine. Yeah, it's ultra fine. And then there's a fine point, but it's still too thick, I think. But it depends. The chisel tip is what I did the main part of, like the flower, so I could sort of turn it. I have carpal tunneling and plus problems with my hands. So, this chisel tip is good, but like I can't like rotate, and I've got a little shakiness, but doesn't matter. You just try. Whoa, what's that doing there? Getting into my stuff. But anyhow, so that's that. And so I'd encourage you to look for some magazines. I'm going back out this week. Tomorrow there's 25% off for seniors, so you can believe I will be there for that. So let me just put these over here. I'm going to show you now some things that I got thrifting, if that's okay with you. So people must be cleaning out, I would imagine. Actually, I found these a couple weeks ago, and they might be going all different directions. Have you seen these? I'm sure you have. They are for journals. They're called the Happy Planner. Oh, and I found probably 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I found about 20 of them. They're all over the place in this room. $2 a piece. Okay, so they're all different themes inside. So there'll be some flowers, and then I gave my friend the Halloween ones because I don't put that in my journals. But so you've got words, you've got prompts and things, and oh, let's see, some of the fall ones I tore out and put with my grateful journal things. But anyways, so I got all those, and then I'm going to show you. I just have a love of patterns. Can't sew a thing with a pattern, let me tell you. I'm lucky I can sew a tag, and it sometimes doesn't go well either. I've got a whole cabinet full of these. They always write on them. I just found one the other day that wasn't written on, and I was shocked. But anyways, you've seen these where you put this paper on a tag. So that was cute. And then they had a bin full of these types of things for collars and lace and things like that. And they're white. And I'm thinking, oh man, they're already, it's like stamping designs and then coloring them. You know how people do that? But they're already stamped on here, so it saves time. And I don't know what I'll do with them. But here's, this is so cute. That's gorgeous. And I think I'm too close right now. Let me pull these out. So I got some stickers. I know these cost $1 anyways, but I don't remember seeing these. Rub-on, actually. They're not, they're transfers. So I got those, and I got these. I know that wasn't a deal, but I've not seen these. Okay. I always pick up these tablecloths, right? You can cover your table while you're doing some coffee dyeing in the house. Isn't this cute? I'm going to do a coffee table book. And you guys, coffee table books are big, right? And if I make a junk journal, it's oversized with 12 by 12 paper. I'm going to call it a coffee journal. And I've been saving up coffee cups and things. So that's for that. Another one of those. This is cute. It's got the anchor. And that will go in a journal that I'm making, where I'm putting scriptures. Okay. And I just picked this up for $2 because I'm thinking I can use this back piece for a tag. If I take this off, see? That's cool, right? So cool. And I even, did I just tear that? Of course I tore it. But if I'm gentle and I take the staples out, maybe I can insert a photo in this little border. Okay. Is that cute? I'll probably take these apart. And they always have cards. They have a lot of cards. Clematis, I love, and that's the color I used to plant. All right. Just random things. How cute is that? All the little charms. And then got these tally cards, like the gold. I don't seem to use a lot of gold, and I want to start doing that in the fall. I got these stencils. Probably we need something white in order to see them. Those are really cool. Because a lot of times I need a bigger design. All right. this showed up. Whoop. Oh my goodness. Don't get seasick. Okay. See that? These are placemats. I have some upstairs that I got like this that are paper, and they are strawberries and lemons, but they can be cut up, and they are, what size? 16 by 11. Nice. I'm getting to a really cool thing at the end here, so bear with me. There's just a pad of cardstock, nothing exciting. This was 50 cents. And then I got this ribbon. It's cute. It's a pink with a little bit of a corally tone to it. Those pinks. I think I got pink, and then I get working with it and it's not true pink. Let's see. What else? There was something else I wanted to show you before I get into this last thing. Oh yes. I went to my local donation craft store where people bring things and you have to make an appointment to even donate, and then you buy it by the pound. It's called Scrap It Up in Pleasant Ridge, Ohio. So what you can find is this little type of bag of scraps, and then inside you get all random pieces. I like this kind of thing, and I got several bags like that. Okay, so this is my favorite that I found. I've heard of these Flow magazines, and I've looked them up, and they're always expensive. This showed up at the thrift store. I mean, this is $30 US. This printed in Holland. I got it for $2. Okay, so it is used, of course. There are many pages. When I first opened this book, okay, first of all, Flow is for people that do what we do with junk journaling or use papers for crafts or art. And the inside is pre-made or tutorial type of papers where they show you how to make a pocket or whatever it is. And the papers you get are very heavy and good quality. There are stickers. I'm trying to think what else appears in these books. Sometimes greeting cards. It's always something different. Well, somebody tore these out, but I believe they're still in here. So these are stickers. Those are so cute. And here's an example of the papers. So they'll have a similar one in a different color combinations. The colors are always bright. And I mean, these are going all different directions because I haven't really gotten into this yet. But see, that is already a big sheet. Oops, like wrapping paper almost. That's cool. And all this is in there. Look at the flowers. That's another one that opens up. Here's lemons, and that opens up, and there's strawberries. There's even vellum in here. It's so cute. And then they actually, this person had scribbled, I think it was a kid. Hopefully that was a kid scribbling like that. But that's fun. I can still use the paper. And then back in this section, we got bugs. We have animals, letters. These can be cut out like postage stamps if you have the right type of scissors. Let me just flip through here. And the back of the paper is even fun. These are paper dolls. Funny. That little tag. Can you imagine all the things you can do? You can even, if you don't like this, like I would never use that one, but I could use it as a base for a tag. And I wouldn't do those crafts, but I still could use the pieces. I could cut different things out. And you know what else I could do? Have you done this before? Okay, I probably won't use this, so I can safely get in here and go like that. And then take my, did I take them? I took them upstairs, most of them. Okay, here's one. Is that, hold on a minute. Here we go. This is probably way too big. Let me tear this off. See how it is when you get something cheap. We abuse. Probably not being correct on how I should treat these beautiful pages, but I'm just trying to illustrate. Now, see what I get? Is a reinforcement. I don't have the right size for the middle, you know. I got that, they're upstairs. Oh, I lost it. I got things everywhere, dining room table. But if that was a smaller center, you know, and then it would go over your tag, like, you know, you don't even have to put another hole. You can just go like that. But that's what I use those kind of papers for. Things that I just need something interesting. That wasn't really the best. It was a solid color, but anyhow, look at this fun kitchen sticker, or is that stickers? I don't know. Yeah, sticky. So the whole thing has you fussy cut out and you have sticky. This can be colored, some coloring pages where the backs have a pattern on them. That's cute, huh? What's that? Oh, little boat. I mean, it goes on and on. Look at this with the little doors. I'd say this was a good find. I wish they had more. Although I don't know if I'll live long enough to use all this stuff. And goodness, I always think about that. Like, I have so much stuff. I just need more time. These are postcards. Everything's falling. I have a lot of stuff not put away. Wanted to show you. Where's the postcard? There. Okay. See the postcard? It says Flow Magazine. And that's what we got. It's postcards. You know, I've been ripping through this book. I haven't been paying attention to the video. And I'm not sure if I ran off of the, you know, screen. But anyway, and that's, oh, that's cute. I can picture that with a squirrel on it, in a journal for fall. And then we can, you know, go back the other way and just look at the backs of the projects. This is just one page is cuter than the other. So hopefully some of you have found a flow book over the years in your thrifting or garage sailing. But that's all I got today. I hope I've inspired you to just kind of use a bunch of stuff up and don't worry about if you only have an hour. Just grab some things and use your imagination and use some markers and do some doodling. Have a great day. Bye-bye.